Makeup on, ready to go. Okay, no makeup. And I want you to be able to see my skin so that you know that it's not perfect and how I use this makeup, and quickly so that it's like for an everyday thing. So you can see that I have some blemishes, I have a little bit of melasma, I have some scars. I definitely don't have perfect skin. I probably have more average skin. But I'm going to show you how to use this makeup quickly and easily, and how it look really good. So I have my palette here. Okay. And I like to have two different colors of the skin color foundation. So there's a lighter one and there's a darker one. This one's more of like a base foundation color, so like your main color, and then this one is more for highlighting and brightening. This one is a contour, and you just use that where your natural shadows of your face are. So you can kind of see that, how you have natural shadows kind of around the sides of your face, down the bridge of your nose. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my base color, okay? The darker color is the one that closely matches most of my skin color, because you have different colors of skin in your face. You don't want to do one color on the whole thing and just mute it all out. So I'm just going to get this, and this is the finger palette. And at first, you're going to have a little bit of a learning curve, and it might take you a little bit to learn how to use it, but once you do, it's really fast, and you'll be able to use it within 5 minutes. And I definitely have done this in like 30 seconds before. So anyway, that's the first color, and what it's going to do is just going to blend it into my skin and kind of brighten up a little bit. And it shouldn't take a whole lot. And you guys can see, like, I have a little bit of pores right here around my nose, and this foundation is so amazing at helping the pores and smoothing out those pores. Okay, as you can tell, I'm just doing it on specific areas of my face, okay? I'm just going around the mouth area and blending it out. Then I'm going to move up along the sides of the nose and then to the forehead area. Next is the forehead, and I'm going to do an upside down triangle that's kind of like a fan, and it's only going to go about halfway up the forehead with this color. Under the eye, you use a very soft U or a triangle shape with the base towards the nose. So this is still all the same color. And under the eye, I use a patting motion. Very soft patting, and you don't want to use a lot of product, okay? So here you can go up the cheek, right under the cheekbone if you would like to. Okay, and then for the nose, I have a little bit of red coloring in my nose, so I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny bit and spread it over the entire nose. So that is the base foundation color. And now I'm going to do the second lightest color right here. And it is the highlight color, which kind of just brightens and lightens, kind of pops your face a little bit, okay? The highlight color is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your main color. Can you see the difference? This one just pops it out a little bit more. And you can do it like on the high points of your face. So you can do it like up here on your eyebrow bones, right here on this. You can use an illuminator here, but using a highlight that is 1 to 2 shades lighter looks natural. Do a little bit above your lip. See that? A little bit on the chin. Okay, and then down the center of the nose. Now I'm going to take the contour color. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I want you to feel right underneath your cheekbones, okay? Right underneath. And you're gonna start there and just follow the cheekbone down till it gets kind of squishy. And then you just make almost slightly like a check mark, okay? Kind of blending it out. Don't let it come down too far. So like that. And then you're gonna go around the outsides of your face where a natural shadow would be. So right now you're just kind of sculpting out your natural curvature of your face. Okay, you see the difference right here versus over here. So if you have very prominent forehead, I guess you could use a little bit extra up here. And if you liked to do that, but really it's just going along the natural pattern of your face. So it's just making you, pulling your natural beauty out and enhancing it. That's all this is. It's an enhancement of what you already are. Okay? And then we will blend that in. So I'm gonna do the other side. So just start right under that cheekbone, pull it down. And it's not really a check mark, but it's kind of like a very soft, or slightly around that cheekbone. Okay, and this is very forgiving. If you mess up, you can fix it. Okay. You will blend it in, I promise. So you're gonna see where this natural shadow is under here? We're gonna put that, just follow it along the jawline. And it kind of tucks anything in under there that might be hanging out. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend this. All you do is just rub it up in small motions, or you can do it with a brush if you like a brush. But a lot of times I'm just in a hurry and I like to just put it on my fingers because it's easy. So, and then I'll show you how this will blend in with the blush. Okay, you can put some underneath your lip if you'd like to. This is kind of more advanced contouring, so you can put a tiny bit. See how that just kind of popped it out? And all of these have coverage. So, and I will show you how to do like spots. But this generally will do a pretty good job at covering without doing any spots. Okay, can you see that? How that kind of just contoured that nose down a little bit. You do not have to do this. This is extra. Okay. And when you turn your face to the side, you shouldn't really be able to see it at all. It should just look like a shadow, and then you turn and you can't see it. Okay, if you can see it, you need to blend it in a little bit more. Okay? And do a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. Okay, so you should be able to turn to the side and you cannot see it. So I'm going to do a little bit more over here. See, this is just where natural shadows fall on your face. So it kind of just is pulling out your natural curvature of your face and just sculpting it a little bit more. All right, now we can do blush. Okay, and for the blush, you want to just go on the very tip of the apple of the cheek and then slightly blend it up. And the blush I'm using isn't very dark. It's a very nude blush. And blend it up. Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit of foundation and just slightly blend it together with that blush so it blends a little better. Just like a tap. That's all I need. Okay. If you have a blemish, what I like to do, I actually like to get a tip of a makeup, like a brush or pretty much just a soft round tip of anything. And all I do is just tap it on just to get a little tiny bit on there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. And I do like to stipple. Okay. And really, after you get the hang of this, if I'm not trying to do a video for it, I really could do this in like 3 minutes. Super fast, super easy. There. So now you shouldn't be able to really see. Like it should look like a shadow, but then when you look, it doesn't look like one. Got a tiny blemish right there. So right there, I'm going to blend it in. There. Okay, so that's how you do blemishes, contouring, blush, the base foundation, and the highlight. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use bronzer. Okay, I have my palette. These are my base foundation colors, my highlight foundation color. This is the contour, blush, and the bronzer. I'm going to show you how to use the bronzer, and I do use a brush for the bronzer. It's the only one that you can use it without, it's a little bit harder to get it blended without a brush or a makeup blender. So all I'm going to do is take the littlest amount, okay? And I'm just going to go kind of on the high points. Okay, like where the sun would naturally kiss. You see that? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to show you a little bit of this without a brush. So I'm just going to barely tap into this. Okay, barely. Need hardly any. I'm just going to go up. Great thing about these products is they do last a while because they can go far. Excuse me. Okay. I can do a little bit more. If you have barely any on your finger, then you can kind of just spread it. Okay. So, and then I also want you guys to just see my skin up close with the makeup on. The makeup kind of just hides the pores a little bit better. It's really amazing about it. I love that about it. To set it or for some extra stay power or for longevity, we can put on some of this powder. So I'm just going to get some powder. Okay, get some on there. I just swirl it around in the lid so it's not like a big, huge powder. And then I only put it where I might have some creases, like underneath the eye naturally. You might have like an oily area or something. You can put it over that lightly. But I tend to not do that. I just put it under. But I have drier skin, so if you're more oily, you might want more. The setting spray is incredible. I love this stuff. It works like a charm, and it's so good for your skin. It is seriously like skin nutrition. So I'm going to use this before the setting spray. That's so good. Okay, and then if you want, you can kind of just blend it in to wherever you're wanting it the most, which I like to do right underneath the eye. Let it dry. Okay, and that will give you kind of a dewy look if you like that. And if you don't, then powder. So setting spray and powder, highest longevity and durability. So I'm just going to put it barely under my eye, right where I have a crease. And then you can do more oily areas, maybe right there. If you don't like the dewy look, you can just put it wherever. Okay, so here you have the final look. And, okay. Up close. The pores are more refined. It looks good from far and up close. So we've used all 5 of these colors.